Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host, of course, Johnny. Hey Ben, good to see you in the chat. We are here working on the UCS B-Wing, and this is as far as we got. We got all the way through bag 4 of the B-Wing. Now, we did not actually get to finish bag 4. And the reason for that is the last step is put on the sticker. Well, I so happen to have a brand new set of stickers. Now it's interesting too, and we also got the plate, so we'll use that later. If you notice, yeah, it is. Well, no, we've got so this is bag 4. We still have another half of this to go, then the cockpit, and then the other 2 wings. There's 10 bags, so we're getting there, but we should be done tonight. So anyway, if you notice, this is actually offset. It doesn't go in the middle. It kind of is a little bit offset here. Even on the smaller wings, you can see that it is actually pushed up a little bit. It's kind of different. It's in the middle this way, but not this way. It's kind of interesting. So we're going to see how this goes. So we're going to get the timer going and continue on the build. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So how you doing tonight, Ben? I had... I had black bean and chorizo queso fondito. It was amazing. It was so good. What did you have? Well, you haven't had dinner yet, right? You're waiting for Beth. Now, hi, everyone that's tuned in. Good to see you. We are going to place the first circle sticker on here. Yeah, so it's more towards this side. It's in the middle, but more towards that side. See. That's pretty good. Probably a little bit off, but that's all right. I think it looks pretty good. It looks even with these, so I like how that is. So, hey Greg, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, so now we're finished with bag 4. We'll put these stickers up here. Book 1 is done. Let's move on to book number 2. So, yeah, how you guys doing tonight? Book number 2 is the same as book number... not book number... Well, yeah, this is book number 2. But bag number 4, bag number 5 is essentially the same thing. So, just opposite. So, to go pretty quick. Who is excited about any of the things that are coming out on May the 4th? Well, technically May the 1st, so in 2 days. Is there anyone here that is excited about them and is getting anything, just out of curiosity? I am getting 2 things because of what we are doing with the Pirates, which is going to be awesome, but that's really the only reason I'm getting them, to add a little bit more to what we have. So I'm doing good, Greg. We had a couple hours ago. It was quite interesting. I didn't know if I was going to stream tonight because we had some major storms coming out through here. There was a couple tornado warnings. There was a tornado a little bit south of me in Pittsburgh, just east of Pittsburgh actually, and you might just get the Kylo Ren helmet. Yeah, if you like that sort of thing, go for it. Absolutely. But yeah, those storms were nuts. I mean, we were watching the storm chasers in Texas because they're having more fun out there. Yeah, the Kylo Ren shuttle. I'm not a fan of the Kylo Ren shuttle. I'm not a fan of a lot of the sequel trilogy, so I'm not a fan of that ship. But it definitely is too expensive. So. Yeah, I've been watching. Who is it? Max Velocity is the main guy I watch, but there's also Ryan Hall, y'all, and it was nuts. Like as it was tearing through here, all the cameras, like all the highway cameras, were just shorting out because of the wind and stuff like that, and they were just, bzz, and they were kind of useless, so you couldn't see anything. But we survived. We made it. Everything turned out all right. There are lots of downed trees and everything. Some I guess went through. One person had a tree fall on their house that we heard about. So yeah, lots of wind damage No tornado, but I mean, like, the winds were going like 70, 75 miles an hour. It was pretty intense. So yeah. What am I looking for? I'm looking for another longer piece. Oh, no, that's already there. So, yeah, Ryan Hall, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, the Sherlock Holmes book nook was kind of a surprise, and it looks kind of neat. It does. I will not be getting that one. I will save my pennies for Barad-dûr. Or not Barad-dûr. For the Balrog fight. But yeah, the Sherlock Holmes one definitely looks pretty cool. And kind of neat that they're doing Sherlock Holmes. I mean, like, they've needed to do something cool and unique like that for a while now. So, that is neat. I love putting in all the different colors and stuff that completely get covered up by gray. That's really what happens here. This is a story. It is the story of Star Wars spaceship's life, though. That is what happens. Yeah, it's the Balrog. Yeah, the Balrog fight is the one I want. I think that one's gonna look really awesome and more my style, I guess you could say. So, more along the lines of the stuff that I like. So, that one will be cool. Also, there is a new gift with purchase that was revealed that happens middle of May, which of course means you have to buy more stuff. Is the baby spaceman big fig, which of course I have the other big figs, like my cameraman. And the Harry Potter ones. The only one I don't have is the pirate. So that means, of course, I have to get the baby Big Fig because he's going to look cool. A Mount Doom diorama. See, they've done all the other things that you can think of for Lord of the Rings except Mount Doom. They have not tackled Mount Doom. That's probably going to be the next thing that they do. It just makes sense, you know? All right, we got that. We have to put this right here. This goes this side. And these go in here. Well, think of what Barad-dûr is. Barad-dûr is pretty much the outside of a volcanic mountain type thing. And they put an inside to it. I mean, I think they could actually make it look pretty cool. And it would be a piece that's, you know, it's very much a part of the lore. You don't see it much ever. You know what I mean? And so, like, they can make it be really neat, have hidden things, make lava falling or rocks falling or something like that. Like, they could do all kinds of stuff with that and make it really neat and something epic to kind of, you know, finish things out as far as, like, you know, the Lord of the Rings sets go. All right, back over. So many of these snot brick pieces that go into these wings in order to make them work together. Kind of cool. I'm just not seeing the pieces I need for some odd reason. Really kind of shocked. I only need 2 more. Question is, where are they hiding? I know I had them all. Oh, there's one. No, there's the other one. It's hiding all the way over here by the other wing, so I wasn't even looking over there. So, hey, you are? How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Those are 3x2, not. Yeah, 2 of those. Let's go under here. So look, until we get, like, you can see how this is bending until we start getting this stuff filled out on top. This is quite bendy. Quite bendy. Frodo, Sam, and oh yeah. See, that's exactly what I mean. If you're going to be creative with it, you can easily do something like that where you say, hey, you go to the Lord of the Rings portion of it, and you go to the past portion of it because they visited Mount Doom twice. It's just the first time they failed. So yeah, that's absolutely right. Could easily do that. Forgot. Hey, that's all right. Yard work is important. Sauron wasn't there though. Sauron wasn't at Mount Doom, from what I remember. I mean, his voice was there, whispering into Isildur's into his ear, but he himself actually wasn't there, from what I remember. Anyway, all right, let's move these up to the side just a little bit so we can put this down here. To forge the ring. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. You could have him there to forge in the ring. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, yeah. So you could actually have... That's true. No, Greg brought up a good point. So you could have all three iterations, from the forging in the ring to the first, attempt to get rid of the ring. And then, yeah. And then the Lord of the Rings portion of it. So, yeah, we could have all three of those in the... I didn't even think about that. Good thought there, Greg. I like that. See? Mount Doom could be a very interesting piece. Very interesting. So, yeah. Could do a lot with it. It just sounds cool, too. Mount Doom. Doom. Right, and I need a 1x2. This. So did you get your yard work done there? You are? The rain's not to you yet, right? It's probably not going to get to you till tonight. Alright, there might be some shaking going on as I push these down. Make sure that these cover all these plates properly. So, no rain yet. Ooh, what are we putting on? Oh, we're putting on those things. So we got a bunch of these. We got 8 of these. Into pillas. That's awesome. Piles. That's good. Where's the last one? I know it's here. Especially made sure that the last dark gray piece is there, and of course it is evading me right now, so we'll put this on. It's not that piece. Not that piece. Where is it? A chocolate. See, what the heck is a chocolate mint plant? That sounds interesting, and like something I've never really heard of before. I'm guessing it's just like what it sounds like. It's chocolate mint as a plant, something like that. Chocolate mint tea. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Very cool. Glad you found it. Right. So this is the last. This is the last ship. You sure have. What's an aluminum falcon? That's one of the best lines ever. Aside from all the swearing and stuff previous to it. What's an aluminum falcon? Such a great series. They just made fun of everything and everybody, which is what you should do. I mean, that's what comic-y stuff is all about. All right, so we're putting this here. Nope, over one. Right, right, right. I get it. Yeah, and I'm sure there are other uses, and you're gonna do other things with it. But hey, you know, the T is what's your thing. So hey, that works out. So I'm a little bit nervous, but getting very excited for what's coming up this weekend. Sunday, I mean, like, so Thursday is the 1st. You found a couch in the trash can. Yep. You keep this couch. It's pretty nice. So Thursday is May the 1st, whenever things release. And I actually have one of our lug members is going to be there. And because I'm working and can't get to the Lego store, he's going to pick up the stuff that I want, which is the Lego logo, or the Star Wars logo, and the Sith brickheads, because we're going to take those with us to the... Well, that's a completely different movie. And we're going to take those with us to, along with all the other stuff, to the Pirates game, which is going to be cool. So this goes beside there. Just hangs out. Doesn't do anything special. Just hangs out. So we can put this on it. Yeah, so we got that going on. That's Thursday. Friday will be prep. We'll be basically building that, the logo and the two, whatchamacallits. Oh, there it is. There's the other one. It's upside down. And then also we will be working on... That's right, this goes on. Which way does it go, though? Oh, it's all smooth. Okay, it doesn't matter. We will also be working on adjusting the Star Wars logo, because I've seen some interesting... My wife shared with me, too. But there's been some interesting ways to do the logo and add some like ships to it and things like that. So we are going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this light. This light goes in here. It'll be very exact with it. Push. Push. There we go. That light just sits in there like that. So we're going to adjust the Lego logo. So it has some ships on it, some characters underneath, which will look pretty cool. So we're going to do that Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday is, well, it's May the 4th. Sunday is going to the Pirates. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We are working on bag 5, very colorful, of the B-Wing. And so far, so good. It is getting there. So, anyway, I'm talking about the weekend. We are going to be busy Sunday at the Pirates game. We get there around, what, 10 o'clock? No, yeah. Well, no, 10:30. They open the gates roughly for us a little before then, or right around then, and then like we have from 11 to noon to get our stuff ready, and then at noon the gates will open, and there we go. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I am really excited, a little bit nervous because it's something new that we'll be doing, but I am excited and I cannot wait to show off the Lego that we have. I have to build the AT-ATs while we're there, and yeah, so gonna be a lot of work, but it'll be fun. And it's starting to get warm in here again. I don't have any air on right now, and I should. So it's starting to get warm times now. So I'm sweating a little bit as I do this. I have my door open partially, as you can see. Or maybe you can't. But yeah, it is a little bit warm in here. So, all right. So now we're gonna put all of these here. one over. There we go. And this goes here. This goes here. And now we put all these little smooth pieces on. All these half-round pieces. So, yeah, it's going to be a long weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping like everything goes well. The weather stays nice and everything for this, and you know, we just have a good time, you know, interacting with people that are, you know, Star Wars fans. I mean, obviously baseball fans too, but largely they're coming to the game because they love Star Wars and they want to see, you know, like the characters. And apparently they're doing a pre-recorded thing, like they're gonna record either us setting things up or just being there, you know, prior to the gates opening, and then they're going to show those things on the Jumbotron, which is kind of cool. So I won't be able to record that because I'll be too busy, but it'd be cool to hear about it and have people see it and hopefully record it. That'd be kind of neat. So yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and right now the weather looks like it's going to be a little bit chilly, like colder than it is now, so like 60-ish, but it looks like it's going to be like partly cloudy, so that perfect weather for baseball, for the, you know, everything. So hope it stays that way. So now I got to make sure I put these panels in the right spot because taking them out would stink a lot. So double checking the instructions as I do, just to make sure. All right, this bad boy part is almost done. Double check, make sure I have all of them because that was a lot of smooth pieces to put on. Looks like we're good. All right, so we are going to put these together. It's kind of funny, like you only get one of these on the big wing, but then each of the other two wings has it. So what we're going to do is flip this around this way and flip this underneath. This is how it goes together, right like that. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to put 5 of these onto the snot bricks here in order to lock it together in place. So there we go. This is how you B-Wing. And this will be the last part that's actually put together like this. Everything else is like normal, I guess. Like normal building, they don't go together. Like all these pieces went together. But this is really cool how they make this work. I'm gonna do 3 of these. 1, 2, and this one, 3. And this one doesn't get a 4x2. It just goes by itself. As does this one. Oh yeah. No, this is an epic build. It really is. It's really cool. Definitely an epic build. That goes there. Smooth goes there, so we can put, this will be where the gun goes. And we got 2 of these for the ends back here. There. And on the back side here too. That's supposed to go together. Why do I not have... Oh no, I was looking at the wrong side. Huh. I'm like, why doesn't that go together? But it's not supposed to. This is the other side. It's flipped over, and that's the front. Yeah. So I was like all confused for a second there. All right. So now we got to put that with this. So in order to do that, we got to make sure those are straight, and those are actually straight, which is amazing. And of course, I'm doing this backwards upside down. This is supposed to be here. Flip over. And put it together. Snappy. Oh, there we go. All 8 Technic pieces together. There we go. This thing is massive, if you can't tell by now. Okay, making sure I had that right. All right, we are on to bag 6. So this kind of sits out in a way a little bit. And on to bag 6. And all of this for one gun turret, you know, about one bag for one gun turret. So the next build, glad you asked. So the next build, if you can't tell, with all the little things I've been putting around and talking about, the next build is, can anyone guess? And I'm starting it on May the 4th, even though I'm not doing the Jango Fett, you know, Slave 1 because, you know, they priced me out of the UCS set for this year, unfortunately. But I am doing a UCS set. And I have talked about it, so you should know. You should know. Been working on it for a bit. Getting things organized and figured out. Who knows, who knows? Whose knows knows. Let you think about it for a second. Boss. And no. Boss Nass, that's great. That would definitely be interesting, that's for sure. There goes, yes. Okay. Just taking this off would be horrible. Alright, flip it over. I'm going to put a whole bunch of little snot brickies on here. Luke's hand. Where did Luke go to get some help? The secondhand store. Dexter. See, Dexter is kind of boring. He's just in there for a little bit. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of him. Like, obviously there wasn't enough time to do any backstory or anything in episode 2. But, like, I don't know. It was just kind of like they threw it in there and it was, I don't know, it just seemed kind of a little too cheesy. So, but that's my opinion. Ooh, those don't stay on there very well if you push on them. Lambda shuttle? Oh, I wish. I wish. That is probably my last right now. My last white whale that I do not have is a Lambda shuttle. I do not have that yet. And I'm surprised I don't have that yet. I mean, and I've actually tried to get it from Marketplace and from people, and it just, you know, it's been eluding me. Something fierce. Eagle 1. I think you're going kind of to the wrong universe with that. But it's probably purposeful, so. Okay, that goes there. And put the little black thing there. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Alright, so we put this aside. And we work on this next little part. I don't you running away. It'll be very important soon. Yes, yep, that's it. Yep, the Ewok Village. You are correct. Yep, no. Yeah, that's next. And so that is getting started on May the 4th. And yeah, so I have that all ready, including all the figures. Everything is there, set to go. There's only a couple figures that I didn't take apart, and that was Tebow and Leia, because I didn't want to mess up their outfits or anything, because they are expensive figures. So yeah, but they are ready to be built. All right, we gotta put, these are cool. So we have these gears, like old Technic gears. So I'm gonna put that down there. This goes on here. Now the Ewok Village I'm very excited about. It is going to be totally awesome. Toots malotes. How did that go? That goes back here. And that goes there. Okay, that makes more sense. So yeah, the Ewok Village will be started on May the 4th and continued on the next Tuesday. By the way, has anyone noticed? I asked on my not on the stream itself, but in one of the stream things that I posted. I asked if anyone has noticed. Ooh, that needs to come apart. I'm sure it'll come back together, but it needs to come apart. It got pushed together in the bag. Has anyone noticed anything unusual or different about the things I've been posting for my channel, like my screen things, as it were? Has anyone noticed anything unique or different about them? Turn that. Okay, gun is looking lethal already. Bigger beard? Well, yes. Not about my character itself. Yes, it's a bigger beard because it was so fluffy. And, you know, the hair is a little bit different. Yeah. But very specific about the way the stream, the thing is created. I can give you grayer too. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5. I can count. Flip those over. Turny. One more, and then one more. So it is definitely grayer. So yeah, but it's not about me, the figure in there, which obviously has changed. It's more about like the things around me. Yeah, there we go. All right, look at that gun. That's wicked. Just goes right over top. Oh, all right, so be it. Yes, exactly. It is. I made it so that I could the finished size, I don't know. It's quite large, as you can see. So it's about this long, but a little bit more. It's a large build. But yes, the bricks in front of me have changed. In fact, you'll see in the next one advertising the Ewok Village coming up. Just how much I can. So I'm able to very quickly change those bricks out for my for my stream creation and stuff. It like takes like 2 minutes, and I can switch the colors or whatever. And yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. The finished size of this will be, well, I have a tape measure here. So lengthwise, it's going to be, because the gun goes a little further out, it's probably going to be about 27 inches long. It's not very depth-wise, but it's about 27 inches long. So it for all intents and purposes, it's as big as the, you know, the UCS X-Wing. So whenever we finish it, I'll go through the motions of showing how it works and everything. So yes, it displays at an angle, so like it'll sit there like this, like sits that way with the cockpit up in the air. So all right, so this is kind of fun. You take the whip, and as you can tell, it's already bent from being in this position, and you take this and go here, and you put it in there. So, well, yeah, so I use what is it called? Hold on. Photopea. It's an online rendering thing that's free to use. I mean, like, you know, you can pay for it if you want. But like, it works really well. It's like doing Photoshop, but easier, and you don't have to pay for it. And like I said, it's fantastic. It does everything I need to make the thumbnail, to make it and you can make it, export it as different types, whether it's a PNG or you know, any type of JPEG, whatever. So yeah, it's very very useful. Oops, let me turn that, rotate that. Rotate 1. So yeah, it's like all I got to do is, like, I keep myself where I'm at. In the background, I can make it show up or disappear for the PNG or for the JPEG. And then I just change the bricks around, and obviously the image for, you know, what I'm building. So it works out pretty good. Yeah, Photopea is what I use for all that stuff, all the rendering and things like that. Yeah. All right, so that's supposed to be bent down a little bit. And the last bag is the stand, so we'll definitely be putting that on. All right, so this goes here. So you see how we start closing up everything and making it work. Now we gotta do the other side, obviously, because, well, if you do one side, you gotta do the other. Snap. Snap, snap, grin, grin, wink, wink, say no more. And it's essentially the same thing. We just do it kind of opposite order. So they do separate steps. Oof. Alright. Another one that got stuck in the bag, so oh well. I'm gonna take it apart. Because that would just be silly. We don't do silly things. Well, actually, we do a lot of silly things here. So yeah, I am pumped, both building the Ewok Village, but also obviously displaying at the Pirates game. That's just going to be fantastic. It's just going to be so much fun. Okay, so we've got 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. The nice thing about redoing this set, though, too, is because there were a couple of things that were missing that I had to find. And one particular thing I'll show you whenever we get to the cockpit. there was one particular part of the cockpit that I was like, I don't understand how this works. It was too floppy. And I'll explain what like I said, I'll explain what I mean whenever we get to it. But it was extremely floppy, and I'm like, I don't understand how this ever stayed together. So, and it was because it was missing a piece. Oh, all right. I should be here till about 10, as usual. So, thanks for tuning in. You are. Keep on building. Wait, that's not what I want. What do I want? I want this. And this covers all of that. And that goes there. It seems really loose there. Alright, so this is bag 6, as I was saying. We have 7, 8, 9, and 10. But 10 is pretty easy. It's just the, I know I'm saying just, but it is the, didn't it go on anything? Oh, it's the, oop, I gotta do the smaller one. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Nothing really supporting that, though, which is weird. That looks cool. Right now we got to do 2 of these. And 2 of the other ones. 2 the other way. So these 2 go, one goes down here. Here, and they fold down or up, depending, and the other 2 go the opposite way. Wait, what? No, I was like, that doesn't look right. That's because I had it the wrong way. There we go. And the great bottom gun turret of the B-Wing is complete. Look at that. You do not want to be staring down the barrel of that. It is just so massive. Let me make sure those are bent. There we go. So, all right, so that goes on the end of this. So we're gonna flip this over. And put this on here. It's surprising that this is the only part that is not Technic, like connecting. But it's not. So, all right. So now we lay this down. Oh, all right. This thing is massive. All right. So now let's do the cockpit. So bag 7. Where we start with that. Ooh. Don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose that. 2 massive wheels. Put over here. Gear over there. And our long chain. I did not take these all apart. I was not going to do that. That might be a little bit lazy, but I'm okay with that. Because that would just, I mean, I've done that enough with the I did so much chain for the Pac-Man arcade and everything. I'm just like, no. Nope, not taking it apart. I think there's 36 of them, so it's not awful, but it's just a time waster for this. So I'm fine with it. Yeah, and it's funny too because the chain does nothing. It just like acts like it's there for it to go around. But yeah, the chain really is just like for show. But in the little video I did, in the little video that I showed, you can actually see that part where the chain is, or where the cockpit is being rotated around, which is just a unique feature of the B-Wing. So. Now, I do not have a B-Wing pilot to put with this. I know there isn't one in the official set. But I would like, at some point, to get, whatever, a B-Wing pilot. Just because they look so, you know, the other ones have pilots, so he kind of should have one. Because I'm showing all 4 letter ships, the ones that are from the original trilogy, and to me, the ones that matter. So the X-Wing, Y-Wing, A-Wing, B-Wing. Alright, so this is the part I was talking about. I was like, put that over there. I was taking it apart, and I'm like, the cockpit was like, the front half and the back half of the cockpit were just like really loose. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. How would you keep this thing together? And it turned out, it's this little apparatus here, but I don't know what had happened. I guess the ship had crashed or something. It was all loose and wiggly and stuff, and I'm like, what? How? And it ended up being he was missing this that goes right here. Yeah, I need to get the Gray Squadron pilot. Yeah. So he was missing this, and so like this was like moving and blah blah blah, and so so now this actually all fits together properly and won't move once it's all together, which is the way it should be. There we go. All right. There we go. See? Now it's not wiggly. Yeah. Exactly how it should be. Now this fits in here. Because this is the only thing, but it allows it to rotate the way it should, but it was falling apart like this. So this allows the cockpit to rotate around, or have everything else rotate around it. So you'll see as we put it together. But that's the way it's supposed to be. Oh, I see that little trying to get away. Get over here. There we go. It's not bricking at its finest. And 4 red pieces that go up here. And headlights, make sure you change your check and change your headlight fluid periodically. Some people still think that there actually is headlight fluid. You mean there's not? Oh man. Alright, yep, go get food. I'll be here, just building away. Hope everyone's having a great time. We are working on the cockpit of the B-Wing. Very unique vessel in the Star Wars universe. One of my favorite ships, too. It's actually one of my favorites. Does it go all the way back? Nope, it just hangs out there. Alright, we need this and the dark. There it is. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, everyone, I click the like button. Really appreciate it. If you do. I think that was the first like for tonight, which is fine. Look at these car parts. Used in spaceships all over the galaxy. Well, just this one. Ah, my parts are rolling away. Alright. Next is the next laser turret portion of things. You gotta keep that up, otherwise it might collapse before you get the rest of everything together the way it needs to be. Ooh, a little bit too hard there. Yes, the storm was insane. How you doing, Vab? Good to see you. The storm was nuts. I know down where you were at, it was even worse. Hopefully everything was all right. You didn't have any really, no damage to anything. Hopefully all was good for you guys. I know it was south. It was, like I said, it was a little bit rougher. Where's that last piece? One more snot brick piece. Snot, snot, snot. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Okay. Perspective is a little funny whenever you look at the top of something and the angles that things are done. Okay, little control arms here are used. That's how you control things. And then also you have a Navicomputer. Right there. Now the other, so this is the other cannon, turret, whatever you want to call it. You've been Vab? You lost power. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, like, I know there was power outages going on everywhere. Sticks up just a little bit. Come on. There we go. All right, looking good. Looking good. Oh no, I gotta go this way because that's where the instructions are. Now we do all the hingy parts. So this is a very tough build simply because, like, there's so much that's curved. Like, the cockpit itself is very curved. Everything else is angled and goofy. So yeah, it's quite a challenge putting, designing this. I'm sure it was quite maddening, but they did a fantastic job. This is, like, again, this is my favorite of the four. This is my favorite. We're going to do the opposite side, of course. A whole bunch of hinge pieces and various other things to latch onto. Wait, really? You had no power and they still wanted their oil changed. That is ridiculous. That is pompousness is what that is right there. Jeez. That is silly. I would be like hitting people. Like, what is your problem? There is a major storm going on. Some people just, yeah. Like, get out of my store. Okay, let's make our pilot seat. It has to have padding, has to be a little bit comfy for all the G-forces they're going to be experiencing. There you go. Looks like a comfy pilot seat to me. So, yep, we have another wave coming. We got another thing coming. Yeah, it's there's another wave on the way. And that's coming. As a funny thing was that kind of wasn't expected, but it's coming from Cincinnati, down that direction. It was just developing. So I was watching some of the storm chasers and stuff, and it was pretty nuts, pretty intense. What's coming our way? All right, so now we're gonna make this thing that goes over top the middle. Where is it? So yeah, we got the next one will be coming. So everyone get ready. And it was funny too because like looking at the radar, it was like this massive just wall coming down or coming from the west, and it was just like it was huge. Luckily, I mean, like I was amazed that it wasn't as bad as it looked like it was going to be. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? I mean, it looked like it could have been a lot worse. I mean, it was bad enough. It definitely could have been a lot worse, yeah. So. All right, so we put this on here, and this goes across. Oh wait, no, not yet. This is used to hold the cockpit in, because the cockpit just kind of hangs out. Is there a cockpit? It just kind of hangs out here. So this is how we keep it. There we go. Keeps it all snug right in there. There's our cockpit. So, all right, let's move this out of the way for the moment, and let's work on these gears and stuff. That'll help for the rotation stuff. This is how it's going to connect up to the rest of the ship. I got these Technic things here on the outside. This goes through. Ah, look at that. Now that fits in there so perfect. That, oh yeah, that's exactly how it should be. How it was not whenever I got it. I had to definitely made sure I had the all the other parts for it. We were just missing a couple things to make it so it was nice and firm in there. Yeah, when the storm hit, I think they said that the max was something like 75. I want to pull that out just a little bit. Have that be a little bit tighter. Yeah, I can do that later. All right, so. same thing. Join this all together. Only opposite. There's that piece. Need the rabbit ears. Yeah, it was about 75 miles an hour that whenever it hit. So that was, like I said, that was pretty darn intense. Alright. So these have to be even, or facing the right direction, or they won't work. Alright, there we go. That'll be as good as we can do. Alright. I'll have to play around with it a little bit later. Alright, here's our chain. This just covers the middle. Right like that. I appear to be... Oh, I have it the wrong way. I was like, why isn't that fitting? That makes it closer, I guess. Yes, it does. Just perfect. Which way does this go? No, it just does. There we go. Alright, there's our chain. Alright. And then we put, to connect the back on, we put 2 more Technic pieces in. There we go. Alright, and then we put this aside for the moment. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that was nice. It is definitely nice to come back to power. Alright, so here we go. Here's this thing. This goes this way. Okay. Now we get to build up the rest of the round. Again, angle. Lego is angles. Lots of angles and straight pieces. Of course, they have some curved, but not a lot. They've gotten more over the years, but this definitely taxes their abilities. Especially with the pieces they had on hand at the time, because this is back from, what, 2008? I can't remember if it is or not. Alright, so here we go. One. These are just extra little things that like close around the rest of the ship in order to kind of make it look like, you know, it's more curved and everything. So where's my last should be one more of these pieces. Probably looking right at it and I can't see it. There it is. It was on its side, so that's why I couldn't see it. So yeah, Ewok Village gets started on Sunday at 8 o'clock, my normal time. As long as everything goes well. I mean, it might be a little bit later. It just depends on when we get back from the Pirate game. But yeah, the Pirate game's at 1. Should be over around 4:30. Should be plenty of time. Should being the operative word. Don't know for 100% sure. It just depends on how the day goes. But now this part, when I was taking this portion of everything apart, it was pretty cool. So this goes there. This is an interesting way to make things circular. This goes all the way down in. Ow, that hurt. Alright, so we gotta do 8 of these. We go in the middle. All the way around. Forward. And this makes it look, this makes it look really cool. The back. Six, 7, and the last one, 8. This goes up here. These all go down. And we build these. These are, alright, so we're going to do 4 of these of the dark gray. Oh, I see. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, that's cool. Okay. They want it on the... Here. Come on. Get back on there. Put this on that side, which is the side I'm going to do. Okay. Next one. Yeah, it's a neat way. It's a neat design, that's for sure. Because this actually, I need to spin it up. Get up there. There we go. Doesn't get pushed all the way down. Okay, last one for this color, because we're going to do light gray next, so they add a little bit of variety. Yeah, it's really interesting how they do circular with all these angles, again with all the pieces that they had available to them at the time. Here we go, and now the exact same thing, just different color. It is a pretty ingenious idea because it does work very well. Again, this is something I think that LEGO has lost sight of a little bit over the recent years, is the creativity in using the pieces they have available and being like, hey, we can do this. We can figure it out, you know? So 3 more bags after this. I think we're these 3 bags are not going to be that difficult. There's not a lot to them, especially the last one, because the last one is the oh, whoops, I forgot to put that in. Don't want to lose it. Here we go. Last one. See, and the thing is, I have no extra pieces, so I have to make sure I use every single one the way they're supposed to be. They even tell you, okay, so this, we push these down, and they fit perfect. So it looks like, you know, a sphere, or cylindrical. So then we got to make sure we do this way with this. Okay, good. Now this whole thing goes here. It's going to be hard to show. These 4 Technic. There we go. All right, we got it in. All right, so this will be hard to show, but anyway, the cockpit is designed to be able to rotate around. So as the B-Wing moves, this floats like it's supposed to, which is really cool. All right. So this whole thing is not, I'm going to have to, after we finish the wings and to put them on, I'll adjust the camera a bit so you can see the whole thing. All right, we got 3 more bags, and these are the other 2 wings. This is bag number 9. I need number 8. That would be a little bit weird. Yeah, these bags are not as substantial as the previous ones. Let me start right away, because these wings are not very big. So back you up, back the pieces up, so we can build. There we go. Oh, right. So what have you been working on, Vab? I mean, I know obviously you're busy working and stuff. What are you working on Lego-wise? What is keeping you out of the trouble? You are back! So, you can see how big this thing is. just by that. That's how long it is. Like I said, about 27 inches, so it's substantial. Pretty substantial. Welcome back, you are. Obviously dinner didn't take you that long. What goes there? That guy goes there. Oh, okay. Hey, you know, there's a season and a time for everything. So, like, yeah, if you're working on getting promoted so that, like, you know, you can get back into Lego more full-time, you know, not necessarily full-time, but, like, you know what I mean. Then, yeah, you know, that's what you do. That's awesome. Keep it up. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Ice cream. Ice cream is not dinner. I don't know if you heard, I had black bean and chorizo queso fundido. It was delicious. It was so good. Fundido is so good. Right, I'm looking for a 1x1 gray tile. Of course, it is going to be the hardest thing to find, or it might still be in the bag. Let's look. Bag 8. Nope, I do not see it. Where have you gone? I know it's hiding somewhere. I'll come back to it. Or maybe it was a piece that was actually missing? I don't think so, but maybe. Either case, I do not see it. I'll have to look for it later. Oh, it's not spicy at all. Now again, me saying not spicy is probably spicy to other people. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Okay, that one is the one with the holes. Okay, just making sure. There, that goes there. Lots of smooth pieces for this. So cool. All right. So now we got to do all the hinges that go into the wings that we put here on the large wing. So we got 1, 2, and putting them in 3 is not easy. 4, because they're the kind that expand a little bit whenever you insert them, and yeah, they can be difficult to put on. All right, we're making the things ready for the gun, because each wing, all 4 wing, well, 3 wings and the fuselage have a gun turret on them. So we're getting that ready. Nope, this part. Oop, one over. Let me put this down first. I'll make sure I put it right where it's supposed to be. Okay, there we go. And this is a 3. Make sure everything is pushed down. Yeah, good luck tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hopefully you get it. And then there will be much rejoicing. Yay! Alright, this is the fun part. This is where the fun begins. Okay, that goes there. Dark. Ah! No, 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 no. Whew! I found it. I see it. Woo! Not on your part, there will be more yelling. Well, I mean, you know, you do what you can. Right? And you can only do so much. These go here, and the other one goes here. It's kind of cool that you bridge these. This one goes here, and that goes here. All the things go in here and here and here. Those flat pieces really got to be pushed down. Two vent things go here. Again, this was all like flat pieces. It was very, very difficult to take apart. So these smaller wings, especially the bigger one, was a little bit easier. Don't you run away. You're all trying to run away from me. But this ends up looking pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna do snot brick. And smooth. Okay. Everything is good there. Oh, here we go. Sticker number 2. It goes on the rest of them go on the short wings. Again, this goes close to the edge here. It's not in the middle. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. It's closer to this edge than it is over to here. It's not in the middle, but it's in the middle here. Kind of goofy, but hey, it's the way they do it. And this goes right. Nope, this goes over one. It looks really cool as it comes together, doesn't it, though? Yes, that is one orange dot. That is exactly it. That is one orange dot. Okay, that's everything there. All right, let's set that aside a bit. Let's make a laser turret. So we do that. We do one of these and then a whole bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these go. They definitely make this look really cool. Okay, that's there. This goes on there. That goes in to shore it all up. Okay, there we go. So looking like this and like that. Put 2 of these. Oh, nope, this thing. Some aircraft logo. No. Nope, nope, nope. This has to be exactly the way it's supposed to be. This is too important. Too important. At least for me. I mean, like, it's my first and only B-Wing, so like, this is a major thing for me. So this goes here. So yeah, otherwise yes, I would have done something fun or goofy or whatever. But yeah, not for this. So we need to face down. There we go. This goes in here. Oops. There we go. Everything needs to be tight. There we go. Here comes the rain. See? You're getting it now. Congrats. Alright, so here we go. This is the bottom wing. So, alright, so this monstrosity needs to be flipped over. This needs to go on here. There's 6 of these that need to connect up, and this is gonna be fun. Think they all did? There we go. All right. First wing done. That's so precarious though right now. So precarious. All right. On to bag 9, which is essentially the same thing as this, just backwards. One more piece in there. There we go. And then bag 10 will be easy. Bag 10 is super, super easy. I told you the rain was coming. So, but we got more rain coming around. Well, a little bit after my stream will end, we got more rain on the way. So, I'm not going to be out of rain anytime soon. Gotta push those plates down hard, otherwise the wings will not fit right. Everything will be goofy. Hey, all right. See you. Well, see you Sunday, hopefully, because Sunday night that's when I start the Ewok Village, 8 o'clock. So hopefully see you then. If not, hope you take care for the week and keep on building. At some point, you know, I know you're busy, so. Stay well, man. Good luck tomorrow. So you missed out on me making the cockpit there, you are. And hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to JonnyBuildz. We're working on bag 9 of the B-Wing. As you can see, this thing is a monstrosity. This is the UCS B-Wing. It is giant. It is so cool. It is a white whale of mine that I finally get to build and make a reality, which will be awesome to show at the Pirates game this coming Sunday. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome. The cockpit, I'll show you once we're done with all this, just how neat the B-Wing is designed to be. I think I got everything. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, should be one more, 6. There we go. These are the hinges again for the wings. Oof. Hope everyone's having a good night. Hope the weather isn't affecting your night too much. You know, we had some intense storms here a couple hours ago. So I was kind of worried actually that like we were going to lose power and then I wouldn't be able to stream, but hey, here we are. Everything for that step. Yep. This is a white whale. This is so fun. This is such a neat build. Such a unique ship. And yet one of my other white whales is coming in less than a week. Cannot wait. It's going to be a fun May the 4th. Is anyone else getting anything for May the 4th? Anyone buying anything specific? I know I asked that earlier, but could be different people in. Pushing that down really good. Okay. Should be everything there. color. This will be the dark one. And this goes on there. Alright, we're going to put this thing together shortly once we get these last couple pieces put on. It's the gun turret portion, and then we got to do the gun itself, so we'll move that aside. Do this again. Ooh. Everything wants to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Oops. That needs to go on first. And then these. Aha, this goes the other way because it's the other one. Okay, goes in. These two. It's hard to keep all these things going the way you want them to as you're first putting them on. You get them nice and tight though. Almost done. Wait a minute. Maybe not. I have another green. Aha. This other green goes right there. Aha. I think I can get to it. It's like I have one more green piece. Aha. Goes right there. Doo-doo-doo. Success. And that one goes right there. Don't worry, I don't have to start over. No starting over. We don't do that sort of thing here. We never talk about it. And that goes there. And this goes in here. Oop, everything needs to kind of shift a little bit. Twist, twist and shout. All right, now here's the fun part. Oh, I knew something was going to break. It's one of the panels. Hold on. Ugh, this thing is giant. There we go. Got it on there. All right, so this... There we go. I was like, what? Whoa! Lost my chicken. Lost my chicken. All right. So, here we go. This thing is giant. Ugh. Now it's interesting, I don't have the other sticker on here. I have 3, but they don't have it on there. I'm curious. We'll see whenever we finish it though. Alright, last bag, here we go. This is the stand to hold this thing up. These are cool too because like they have like ship masts in here, you know, to as part of holding this thing up because it has to be tall. And some of these pieces are cool too. The AT-AT uses those a lot. I had a piece roll away. Oh, there it is. I see it. Come on. And come on. There we go. All right. Got it back. It's a little creativity there. Okay, there's a stand. All right, so we got this big giant piece that this sits on, but it's all structured to hold up the other things. Where are you? There you are. Alright, that's good. Now we gotta put on these, we put a little foot. Put this down on top. So everything is nice and even on the floor. This is a very unique stand. It's probably the most unique stand that they've ever made for a UCS set. Move this over here so you can see it. I'm just running it. It's so big. I'm running into things. So, okay. There we go. Almost done. We're getting there. Getting there. There it is. I was like, I know it's under something. Okay, we put this in the middle, and a whole bunch of these 2x1s that offset things. All right, we set that aside for a moment. Let's work on the next little part. One goes in the middle, okay. This part goes on there. It's got to be straight or Technic does not go on very well. There we go. All right, now we're putting on our first mast. All right. Again, this has to be nice and tall so that everything fits. And this was another thing that was missing, a one of these little black pins, which made it tough to see how everything went together. All right, so you come on here. Okay, now we kind of put that aside for a bit and do apparatus that's going to go together. Okay. All this is bracing so that it can hold this giant thing up on top. Through. There we go, looking good. Now, more bracing. Put another one on each side. Oh, it fell over. Gotta start over, boo-boo. Alright. Blue. So this is something I've learned over time is the support that Technic gives you for doing bigger things. Oh no! Lost an arm. Come back. Right, so this goes in here, and that part goes there. Okay. A little precarious. Nope, all the pieces are running away. Now we get to do this part. Same thing. So we got to put all these pieces together now. So we got that goes right there. This goes here. And these two go right in there. No, down one. No, up one. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, there we go. Oof. Keep hitting. These gun turrets are in the way. So here we go. This whole thing goes together right like that. So these are the, and again, like I said, this is unique because this is very different to how they do the signage for UCS sets. Very different. Like, this is the only one I've ever seen done this way. And yeah. So that goes up that way. Now we get our big panel. It's been waiting here so long. There we go. All right. B-Wing Starfighter. Let's see how well I can put it on. Just a little further over. Ah, that came out pretty good. Nice and straight. Yeah. So this goes in the middle. Whoops. I'll put that inside first. Which again, kind of goofy. And it goes on here together. There we go. Very unique design for the stand. So let's lift this thing up and look down at it. Oh, whoa. We are done, so I'm going to end the timer. There we go, 144. And let's lift this monstrosity up in the air. Open up the wings, because that's the way it's displayed. And here we go. Oh man, you can't even see it, it's so big. There we go. That is the B-Wing. We are done. Look at this thing. This thing is incredible. Obviously a very cool ship. So the whole thing is this cockpit is supposed to stay stationary, so to speak, and the whole ship rotates around it. That's why this thing moves. It stays, you know, however you want your parallel to be. It's interesting. I still have one dot. I guess it's an extra just in case you need it, but this only has two. One on the bottom here. Because the other wing doesn't have, they don't put one on. So they have one on the bottom here, and then one here. So it's kind of interesting. Curious to see if it shows on the B-Wing. Nope, it only shows the one. So there it is. Look at this thing. This thing is impressive. So cool. Make sure it's on there the way it should be. That's why they have that little piece there. Ah, look at it. It's so cool. See, here you can actually like do maintenance on it and you know, fix things and stuff. So there we go. B-Wing is complete. UCS B-Wing ready to go to the Pittsburgh Pirates. So yeah, so we got this done. What? Less than 4 hours. Probably about 3 hours we got it done. So it is fantastic. It's really, really cool. Glad I got it. It's such a unique piece. But it's definitely one that like goes with Star Wars. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So yeah, happy I got it. Looks so cool. So yeah. So Sunday is next. I may be streaming during the day a little bit, just, you know, as like, hey, you know, here's the, you know, pirate game, here's what we're showing and everything like that. But definitely streaming Sunday night. So yeah, we'll start on the Ewok Village. So that in and of itself is going to be, you know, cool and another white whale for me. So pretty awesome. So. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm done. Look at this thing. It's so big. It's so cool. I love it. It is such a great ship. Yeah, it's so neat. So, really, really, really cool. It's my favorite ship. It has to be. Like, the X-Wing is my second. The Y-Wing is probably my second favorite. And then I like the things that take punishment, you know, so... And the cockpit rotates the way it should, and, you know, I can't wait to show this. Can't wait to show this on Sunday. So, and Sunday it is. Like I said, I may stream a little bit during the day. Just depends on how busy we are. I have a feeling we're going to be very busy. I mean, like 15,000 people can be at the stadium, so it doesn't mean they're all going to come see us, but I'm sure a lot of them will. So yeah. Might stream a little bit during the day, but definitely 8 o'clock Eastern Sunday we are starting the Ewok Village. So can't wait for that. So yeah, awesome. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Really appreciate it. You know, like, share, subscribe, all the fun things. But until next time, may the brick be with you. Keep on building. We'll see you.